kan vara det.
Lägg en drip check. Vad heter det? Drip check. Visa dina kläder. Alltså... Ja, Adidas! Ja! Drip check. Kolla skorna. What are those? Sheesh! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allah! Hey! Sheesh! Hey! I see you! Kolla skorna, what are those? Sheesh! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allah! Hey! Sheesh! Hey! I see you!
Okay.
By all that is holy, I summon fish moly. By all that is holy, I summon fish moly. By all that is holy.
Okay. Whew. Okay. What next? Guys, I was gonna watch something.
Joe Biden. This message from Muhammad Khanaqin for Faisal Kurdistan for you, Joe Biden. You go check up in the doctor. You have 2 years. Your life is 2 years. 2 years from now, from today to 2 years or 1 year and 6 months or 2 years. Your life. After this one, you pass away. You go check up in the doctor. This message from Muhammad Khanaqin for Faisal Kurdistan.
Okay.
You do you?
Thanks, chat. Thanks, guys.
xQcl. He has a YouTube channel and a Twitch channel, and all the people that he's infected. That is his list. Let him know. Let him know.
Alright, that was top 5 weirdest things I've seen.
Guys, is this about the new one? I can't watch it because I want to play it.
Unique works of art in this world. Resident Evil comes from a time when big budget games were allowed to experiment and get weird, and this is what makes Resident Evil worth playing today. It's weirdness.
Yeah, like Silent Hill a little bit.
However, to get at all that goofy, bizarro shit, you are gonna have to suffer through some of the most outdated gameplay I have ever seen. Before I start roasting this game for 7 hours straight, let's pay some respect on these graphics. Dude, this game came out in 2002 on the GameCube. This shit is ludicrous. How do you make a GameCube game look like this? Well, you pull the old Donkey Kong's trick. You cheat. The environments are all pre-rendered images with real-time 3D effects then applied onto them, giving you photorealistic environments with almost no processing power being spent on them, which is probably why the character models and enemies also look really
I always thought that was fine.
The trade-off is fixed camera angles. Don't you ever talk shit on a camera in a video game until you have played Resident Evil.
That's what it means.
In a single room, you will.
What it means is that these images aren't gonna move. They're not like they're static.
Swap between 5 different camera angles. You would transition from one camera to the next, which causes a little pause.
It's not
but
natural.
still controlling the character in relation to the previous angle. Now you have to understand, this is not a zombie shooting game. The original Resident Evil is more of a point-and-click puzzle game where you are supposed to walk around the zombies. What makes this game so intense is that you have to walk around zombies with the controls of Bubsy 3D. If a
that is actually
really
true, though.
Issues, then, as an absolute last resort, you can shoot them. You do not get ammo in this game.
Everybody knows when you're going in a straight line towards a zombie and you have no idea how your fucking joystick is pointing, and you coin flip whether you're gonna go into the dude or out of the dude, and it doesn't matter how good you are, it's a fucking coin flip every time,
1,
dude.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 shots to win.
Jesus.
I actually don't. 11, 12, 13.
Silent Hill has the same
13
problem.
shots to take down a zombie. Except that the zombie isn't actually dead yet, because now you have to find the lighter, the canister, and the kerosene. Fill the canister up with gas, go back to the zombie, pour the kerosene on him, and burn him, otherwise he will transform into an even more powerful zombie later. The camera and movement get a lot of shit, but the sick truth of Resident Evil is that those are the more accessible parts of the game.
What?
What's really irritating is exploration.
Oh no, this is
and
so
the
bad.
Inventory system. Every time you open a door in this game, you have to watch a cutscene of a door opening. This gets old after you've opened 3 doors. To beat this game, you will have to open about 300 doors. You do not want to go anywhere in this game unless you have to, except you do have to backtrack all over this fucking map because the inventory system is a dickhead. You can only hold 8 items at a time unless you pick Chris, who can only hold 6 items at a time. If you want to save your game, that's an item. If you want to heal, that's an item. If you want to open doors, that's an item. If you want to shoot a gun, that's the gun and the ammo as a separate item. You will never have enough inventory space, and it is a complete guessing game deciding what items you'll actually need unless you've beaten the game already. You'll go, I'm feeling like I'm gonna need that.
And if you got to the right point with the wrong items, you have to open the million doors and go back to the stash, get the right items, and go all the way through it again, dude.
Red Jewel in the book for this
God.
next part. Actually, I should have brought the snake for this part. I feel like every game I've ever played with an inventory system, you have a separate inventory for key items that are needed to progress the game. Resident Evil says, no, that'll make it too easy. Then you wouldn't even have
Even the
enough
new
time to
games have
appreciate
this.
the door animations for each door 7 separate times. If you use too many ink ribbons, that's it. You can't save the game anymore. If you shoot too many zombies, you won't have enough ammo for boss fights, so you'll need to go back, redo everything, or if you really fucked up, you'll have to start an entire new save file. This is why Resident Evil is the worst video game.
Chat, this give me... Chat, it's actually hard to explain. This is giving me like bad...
The stodgy and obnoxious design.
Almost like PTSD, dude. This, I'm getting really weird vibes, and I'm not even playing the game enough.
Choices make the game less fun to play, but far more scarier than a modern game. The never-ending assault of door cutscenes, the cramped hallways, your character doesn't know how to walk, the cameraman is working for the zombies,
Yeah,
your
like bad
bullets are
nostalgia.
made out of rubber. In Resident Evil, walking down a hallway with one enemy is an accomplishment. There are no checkpoints. If you die, you're gonna have to watch 30 minutes of door cutscenes again. It is terrifying, it is creepy, it is ominous, but somehow also very funny.
There are terrible demons. Ouch! You're wounded!
Walking around by yourself in an abandoned mansion at night in a thunderstorm.
Ouch.
A classic horror setting executed with so much attention to detail. The atmosphere is so thick, so oppressive, and then you stumble onto a note written by one of the zombies. Fever gone, but itchy. Today hungry and eat doggy food. Today hungry and eat doggy food. Ladies and gentlemen, the greatest video
That's
game.
a masterpiece.
Now, I didn't even know that zombies could talk, let alone write notes down in English like a caveman. And on top of all this, I found out that zombies actually like to eat doggy food this whole time. This slip of paper that you find on a desk, it's such a small part of the game that just completely knocks the wind out of everything. Just from hungry and eat doggy food, you went from legitimately scary to comedy masterpiece. What's impressive about Resident Evil is how it's able to become scary again after you find this note. It's a very slow, methodical game. Half of the time you are sorting through inventory or looking at a map. You really get that sense that you are trapped in this mansion, and the deeper you go, the more hopeless things become. And then you fight a bumblebee as an enemy.
Jill, no.
Jill, go. Every single character in this game has the undeniable urge to split up from everyone else. It doesn't matter how fucking crazy this mansion gets, their gut instinct is always, let's split up.
This mansion is gigantic. We could easily get lost. All right. You two go.
Jill, go check it out. I'll stay here and secure our escape route in case something happens.
Okay. Barry!
What the fuck? Barry, you piece of shit. Barry just left on the elevator.
Jill, you're alive. Leave this place up to me and go on ahead.
Fuck no.
Okay. Barry!
Jill! We should split up again and investigate.
All right.
It's like you have the atmosphere and the dread of The Shining but with the writing and storyline of Resident Evil, the movie. There is not a zombie video game out there with better enemies than this. If you try to leave through the front door, dogs will attack you.
Shit! Shit!
Birds will fight you. Boulders will fight you.
Ah! What the fuck?
It's a big ass spider.
Dracula, gorilla monsters. You fight a gigantic plant. And just when you think you've seen it all, fucking sharks enter the equation. Resident Evil is the perfect mixture of funniness and evil, like the Joker. And it has endured so long that its remake will undoubtedly be remade.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Ouch!
That was pretty good. I enjoyed that. You know what they say, right?
No, what do they say?
You would not believe your eyes if 10 million fireflies lit up the world as I fell asleep.
Hey, you're actually a good singer.
Thank you, man.